Why humans fear silence, you're not alone. Silence looks peaceful from the outside. But let's be honest. For many people, silence feels awkward, heavy, even scary. That's why the moment things go quiet, we turn on music, start scrolling, or begin talking, sometimes for no reason at all. But have you ever wondered why silence makes us so uncomfortable? Here's the truth. Silence doesn't do anything to us, it reveals us. Let's break it down with real-life examples you'll instantly relate to. 1. Silence makes your thoughts louder. When everything around you becomes quiet, your mind suddenly starts speaking. Think about this. You lie down at night after a long day. The room is silent. And suddenly, your brain replays embarrassing moments, unfinished work, future worries. During the day, you were busy, so you didn't notice these thoughts. But silence gave them space. That's why so many people grab their phone at night. Not because they're bored, but because they're trying to escape their own thoughts. 2. Silence forces you to face emotions. Noise helps us avoid feelings. Silence brings them to the surface. After a breakup, being alone in a quiet room can feel unbearable. Memories rush in. Emotions feel heavier. That's why people keep music playing all day, not because they love the song, but because they're afraid of what silence might uncover. 3. Silence triggers anxiety without warning. Your brain is wired to notice silence as danger. Imagine walking on a road that's usually noisy. Suddenly, everything goes quiet. Even if nothing is wrong, your body becomes alert. Heart rate changes. Mind stays tense. This reaction comes from ancient survival instincts, long before logic existed. 4. Silence feels awkward around people. Sometimes, silence feels worse with others than alone. Think about an elevator full of strangers. No one speaks. Someone checks their phone. Someone clears their throat. In conversations, we often talk unnecessarily, not because we have something to say, but because silence feels like judgment. 5. Silence removes distractions from stress. When distractions disappear, stress becomes louder. A busy parent finally sits alone after everyone sleeps. The house is quiet, and suddenly, exhaustion hits. Worries about money, health, and the future feel heavier. Silence didn't create the stress. It only revealed what was already there. 6. Silence feels boring to a stimulated brain. Our brains are addicted to stimulation. Waiting in a line for 2 minutes without your phone feels uncomfortable, right? Not because it's long, but because your brain expects entertainment every second. We've forgotten how to simply exist without noise. 7. Silence exposes loneliness. Noise can hide loneliness. Silence highlights it. That's why some people keep the TV on all day, not to watch it, but to feel less alone. When the TV turns off, the quiet makes loneliness louder. 8. Silence takes away the busy identity. We often define ourselves by being busy. So, when there's nothing to do, no tasks, no noise, we feel restless. A free day with no plans should feel relaxing, but instead it feels uncomfortable because silence removes our sense of productivity. 9. Silence asks uncomfortable questions. Silence leads to reflection. Questions like, am I happy? Is this the life I wanted? And not everyone is ready to answer those. So, we avoid silence. 10. Silence is unfamiliar, not dangerous. Here's the truth. Silence isn't scary. It's unfamiliar. The first time someone tries meditation, silence feels chaotic, but with practice, the same silence feels calming. Fear turns into comfort with familiarity. Final thought. Humans don't fear silence because it's empty. We fear silence because it's honest. It reflects what we carry inside. And when we slowly learn to sit with it, silence stops being something we run from and becomes something that heals us.